So 6 miles in 1 hour. Okay, let me just probably a bit better to do this. Okay. Well done, Yuri. Excellent job. Excellent job. Okay, so this is the easy one, and this is the harder one. Okay. Very nice. Some of you guys are just jumping onto the harder one. I like it. I like it a lot. So how do you solve this one? Okay, so bear with me for those who have solved the harder one. You can hold on for a minute, but a car travels a speed of 60 miles per hour, right? So in 1 hour, the car travels 60 miles. Okay, so in 4 hours, how many miles does the car travel? Okay, so again, you can do your cross multiplication like you did before, right? Remember, per, anytime you see the word per, it means 60 miles in 1 hour. So now it's the same problem like you did before, right? In 1 hour, you travel 60 miles. So in 4 hours, how many miles do you travel? So you can do the cross multiplication, and always you can remove these units here or these variables. So you're going to get x times 1 is equal to, very good, Zunar. So x times 1 is equal to 6 times 4. Okay, so x times 1 is just x. And so this becomes 6 times 60 times 4 is 240. Okay, excellent. Excellent, 240. Okay, now I think many of you are getting it. If you don't get it, message me and I'll explain this again real quick. But I think all of you are getting it. And again, you can watch this here. So well done. Now this problem is difficult. So I'm just gonna explain this real quick. A car travels at a speed of 70 miles per hour, okay? So in 1 hour, right, it travels 70 miles. 1 hour, it travels 70 miles. Okay. Now, what happens next? In 100 minutes, it's asking you, so how many hours, how many minutes are there in 1 hour? Okay. So that's 60 minutes. So 60 minutes, right? It's 60 minutes, you travel 70 miles. And again, you're going to set up this exact cross multiplication example, right? What distance does it travel in 100 minutes? So 100 minutes is going to be x miles. Okay, so now you got miles to miles, minutes to minutes, like this. So you set it up correctly. Get rid of these. Okay, get rid of these. Okay, now you are going to put in the line here, and then you're going to put an equal to. Well done, Suraj. Yes, excellent, excellent. So now you're going to cross multiply this, and then 60x is equal to 70 times 100. Right? And so now x is just going to be, remember, 60x. So you basically, you're dividing by 60 on both sides, right? So you divide by 60. So this cancels out. So x is equal to 70 over 60. 70 times 100 over 60. So let's try to calculate what that answer is. 70 times 100 over 60, right? So 70 times 116.67, right? So that's the answer. Very good, very good. Many, many guys have gotten it. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Good job, Colin. Good job, Anuj. Good job, Siraj. Excellent, very good. So be careful about this. I think many of you understand this, but remember, it's minutes. So you got to convert the minutes to hours, or you're going to convert, in this case, we converted the hours to minutes, right? That was the easier way to do it. So watch the video again. Your problems on the SAT are going to be exactly or very, very similar to this, okay? So watch it again and again, practice the problems that I'm going to give you, and things are going to get easier, okay? Now, let's look at the next type of a problem, okay? Next type of a problem is very interesting. So in this problem, what's going to happen is, give me 1 second. I'm just going to bring this problem up on the whiteboard for you. Okay, hopefully this is an enjoyable session. I can see some of you are definitely enjoying it. I'm seeing all of you are IMing, or all of you are messaging me here. Well done. Well done, guys who have just posted the answer. Okay, so now let's move on to this part. Okay, now this one is going to be the next step for the rates problem. Okay, let's try to understand what's going on here. Okay, so now over here, you've got a water container, okay, that contains 100 gallons of water, okay? And this actually should be 28. I think that's a bit better, okay? 28 gallons of water is a bit better. Okay, actually, let me, yeah. So a water container contains 100 gallons of water, right? At 9 a.m. in the morning, okay? At 9 a.m. in the morning. And now, at 9 a.m. in the morning. Yes. Now, hold off on the miles problem. Let's focus, everybody, let's focus on this problem now. So at 9 a.m., you got this. And now it's leaking water, okay? At a rate of, at a particular rate, you don't know what it is. And now at 9 p.m., right? At 9 p.m., guys, this level of water has dropped down, okay? So originally it was 100, now it's gone to 28. So what you gotta do is how much water has leaked, okay? Just be careful, listen to what I'm saying. How much water has leaked out, okay? So calculate that, and that's gonna be equal to 100 minus 28, right? That's how much is that? That's 72, right? And now, what's the time that has passed? So 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., you know that's 12 hours. So 72 gallons, folks, has leaked out in 12 hours, okay? So in 1 hour, how much has leaked out, right? So you can calculate this way. Again, if you know the unit rate concept, you can just do 72 over 12, which is 6. So 6 gallons per hour, okay? But you can also think about it this way. The same thing that I told you, the cross multiplication, if you have difficulty thinking about it, 72 gallons, 12 hours, right? X gallons, 1 hour, and then you do the cross multiplication. Remember, you don't need all of these units now. And those who have solved the problem, well done, well done. You're gonna get a hard problem very soon. Just bear with me for a minute, okay? So X times 12, you're gonna write down this cross multiplication here, X times 12, right? That's 12x. So I'm just going to write this down as 12x. And then 1 times 72 is 72. So 12x is 72. And so x is going to be 72 over 12, which again gives you 6 as the correct answer. Okay, so very nice. Many of you have solved it. Okay, very good. So let's move on now. Give me 1 second here. I just want to check something real quick. Okay, so the answer here for someone who's asking is 116.67, not 11.6. Okay, it's this answer. Okay, but let's move on now. So let's move on to this problem. Yet another. Now this problem is exactly the same. So try this problem on your own. Okay, I'm gonna just change the numbers here. All right, so give me 1 second to think about it. Okay, so now try this one. Okay, again, this is a rates problem, right? We were given the rates, now we are actually calculating the rates, right? So we are calculating the rates here. So try this problem, folks. Okay, try this problem. It's a should be an easy problem. Okay, so try it. Now the time has changed, the amount has changed. Okay, so originally at 9 a.m. it's over here, and then at 6 p.m., right? So you need to know how much time has passed and these numbers here. So find the distance and find, in other words, how much water has leaked and also how much time, okay? And calculate that. Meanwhile, the guys who have solved this problem as well, very good. Those of you who have solved it, well done, well done. Now try to solve this problem, okay? So this is a 700 plus problem, okay? So try this harder problem, not this one, my bad. Those who've got this, try this. Well done, Meg. Well done, Colin. Well done, Anuj. Okay, so try this one now. Now, this is a slightly complicated one. Let's see how you do on this one. Okay. But the remaining of you, please try this problem first, because this is like a surefire way to add points to your score. Okay. Every single session you attend, it adds points to your score because I'm showing you the most important problems. Okay. Well done, well done, well done, those of you who were getting it. Okay, so that's because from 9 to 6, it's going to be 9 hours, right? 9 hours, and then the distance, how much water has leaked out? 150 minus 105, which is going to be equal to 45. So 45 gallons have leaked out in 9 hours. So 45 over 9 is equal to 5. Okay, or you can do the cross multiplication and get it as well. Okay, so this is a good one. Okay, so try this problem now. What's going on here? Okay, so see if you can solve it. See, those of you who can solve it, try it. I'm not going to explain a whole lot, but let's think about it this way. A car travels 50 miles per hour, okay, and leaks gasoline at 2 drops per minute. Okay, so 2 drops per minute. So in 1 minute, you leaked. In 1 minute, you leaked 2 drops, right? In 1 minute, you leaked 2 drops. Well done, Meg. Well done. Very good. So be careful. Be very careful, guys. Take it easy. I know you can do it. The big thing with SAT is if you have careless errors, right, you're going to lose points. So take it easy and solve it. Okay. Yes. Well done. Well done. Now some of you are careful. So 1 minute, you're dropping. You're losing 2 drops, right? Now, yes, very good. Well done, Zunur. Okay, 1 minute you're dropping 2 drops, so 150 drops, right? So 150 drops. Find out how many minutes. Well done, Suraj. Yes, 150 drops. How many minutes? So X minutes. So try to calculate that. So 2, right? So try to calculate how many minutes you're going to do, and then it should be easier. Okay, so how many drops have you got? So you've got 75 drops here, right? So try to calculate the answer. Here you've got X times 2 is equal to 150 drops, right? So you've got X is equal to 150 over 2, which is 75, right? So 75 minutes have passed, right? 75 minutes, right? So in 75 minutes, you got to find out how many miles the car has traveled. So I'll leave it with you how to do this problem, okay? But try it. If you have difficulty, let me know. But let's move on. I think we need to move on to the next problem, okay? So now let's try to do a more wordier problem, okay? A wordier problem. So let's try to think about this this piece over here. Okay, give me 1 second while I pull this problem here. Okay, so try this one. Okay. All right, so try this problem. So let's understand it. In a certain school, every class, so there are a variety of classes and each class contains 20 students, okay? And each student donates $5. So think about it. Think about this idea here. How can you convert this idea here? Okay. Total amount of money donated by the entire school is $4,000. Very good. Very good. Some of you are getting it. So let's think about it. In a certain school, every class contains 20 students, right? So this first class has 20 students, then the next class has got 20 students, then the next class has 20 students. Okay. Now, what's going to happen is each student donates $5. So if there are 20 students, so each student donates $5. So there are 20 students. So it's got to be 20 times 5, which is 100, right? So in other words, 20 students are here, and the amount that these 20 students donate is $100. So you're going to get 100 here. Then you're going to get 100 here. Then you're going to get 100 here, right? And they're asking when you add all of these 100, what is the add? The total is 4,000, right? So let's say the number of classes is 100. So you're going to just do 100 times X is equal to 4,000, okay? And so now you just got to divide by 100. So you get X is equal to 4,000 over X. And so that is equal to 40, okay? So remember, first you got to Remember, you've got 4,000 here, and they're asking how many classes does the school have, okay? So that's the important part. Let's try to solve an exact same problem of this type so you get more practice, and then we are gonna move on to some more algebraic ratio problems, okay? So first, try to solve this problem though. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see how many of you can get this problem, the exact same problem, guys. Okay, so this is how you're gonna learn in the upcoming sessions, okay? Practice it with me, learn. Just watching the videos, people don't really learn a lot. You need to be here in real time. You need to be here in real time. Yes, these problems are not the exact problems, but these are very, very similar to the problems that'll come on your SAT. Just the exact same idea, okay? So someone's asking me, are these the exact problems? These are not the exact problems, right? But because of copyright issues, I cannot put in the exact problems, but these are the very, very similar problems that are gonna be on your test, okay? So let's try. If you do these problems, you should easily improve your score by 150 to 200 points just looking at these problems, because these are the most important problems, okay? Even I would say even memorize these problems because they're very similar, okay? So yes, every class contains 100 students, so one class donates 2 times 10, which is $20, right? And you're told, so one class donates $20, right? It donates $20, and so $8,000 is donated by how many classes? So that means X classes. And now just get rid of these numbers here, okay? These units here. So all you got is 1 over, and then put a line over here, equal to, and then just cross multiply. Same old trick, okay? Everybody's been using it for years. So there's no reason you should be shy about it. Just divide by 200. Don't forget to use this cross multiplication. There's going to be at least 3-4 problems that will involve cross multiplication. That's an important skill. Okay, so this is 8,000 over 2,000, and so that answer, you can use your calculator. It's going to be 40. Okay, so let's move on now. Now let's move on to this interesting part here. Okay, let's think about this section, folks. Okay, let's think about this exact problem that we did before, okay? Now, though, you are not gonna have numbers. You are gonna have alphabets, okay? And this is massive. If you can get this part, you're golden in ratios, okay? Because they always try to hide the numbers with, guys, with alphabets, okay? So I know many of you are able to solve this problem here, right? I'm gonna get rid of this problem, and we are gonna do the exact same problem, guys, just with alphabets like this, with variables now. So the numbers are gone, right? Many people get confused by this, but try to find out what the answer is over here. Look, just compare over here, exact same idea, okay? So try to use the same idea now. First, find out how much one class is gonna donate, okay? One class donates how much? Okay, take your time. I'll wait here for a few minutes. This is a really important problem, and I think you need to master it, okay? Here it was 20, okay? Here it was 20. Here it was 5 in this problem here. And here it was 4,000. Don't be worried about the numbers, about these alphabets, okay? They are the same things. They're exactly the same things over here, okay? So first, let's try to calculate. Well done, guys, well done. Let's try to calculate how much one class makes, how much one class donates, right? Here, each class donates, remember, each class donates 20 times 5. So all you got to do here, you can just put in here 20 and 5 and think, oh yeah, one class is going to donate 20 times 5, right? So, but now the 20, his new name is A, right? And 5, their new name is B. So you're just going to write down A times B, okay? Now, what's the next thing you did here? You said one class donates 20 times 5, which was 100, but just write it down as 20 times 5 here, right? And now you're going to ask X donates 5,000, right? And then you did the cross multiplication. Over here, what you're going to do is one class donates 20 times 5, but instead of that, I'm just going to put A times B here. Okay, I'm just going to put A times B because that's the same as 20 times 5, right? Now, don't be worried about these alphabets. They're just boxes for numbers, right? And now you're asked X classes is 4,000, right? But instead of 4,000, you got a C here, right? So what you're going to do now is the same cross multiplication. X times A times B, right? Like this, X times A times B, right? Over here, you did X times 20 times 5, right? Now this is equal to this cross multiplication, C times 1. Okay, now you just got to think about this A times B, right? X times this whole guy here is going to be divided, right? Divided by A times B. So it's going to be divided over here, and it's going to be divided over here. Okay, can I please ask you to turn off your videos, because this is going to be recorded. So, and unless you want to show your face, right? So please turn off your videos. So this is going to be C over AB, right? C over AB, right? So C over AB, because this goes C over AB over here, right? And so that's going to be your answer, right? That's going to be your answer, C over AB. Okay, perfect. So well done for your patience over here. Watch this problem again, and the practice questions that I'm going to give you are going to have this. Email me if you have any questions. Okay, so let's move on now to the next topic over here. And now I'm gonna show you a super easy method. Okay, that's the specialty of this practice session. You're gonna do practice problems hands-on with me, so you're alert, you're not distracted by Instagram, right? There's no TikTok anymore, but there's, at least you're not going to be distracted, right? But remember, the whole idea is you're fully involved for 1 full hour. Now the SAT is like a 3-hour test, so you need to develop that mental strength. Even though you know the problems, you need to develop that strength so you can solve the problems, and this develops strength. Okay, a lot of my students told me that they love these sessions because they've developed the strength coming day after day after day after day.